You know what? This is LRB. This is the way it is. I was comfortably seated in my home office here in Liberia. It could not work. I left from there. I came in the non-living room, but dining room. I don't want to show you my beautiful living room. I don't want to do that. So I will manage it here, but I got to talk. On a serious note, I got to talk. Because there's a reason to talk, okay? There's a reason to talk, and we're going to find ways to talk. I brought my modem out here so that I can talk. Hawasuko music, sorry, we're not continuing with that. I'm going to just get to the real issues, and then we'll pick up from there. They light this door, but I'm going to put it right here. So that can help with lighting, because the lights here are not bright lights, because here it's not meant to have bright light. However, we're going to manage it yet, right? We're going to manage it. I'm not going to play music again because I do not want things to go wrong, okay? Is that okay, man? Yeah. Please come. You people, I think I got to try a little bit. Go in my office. The other telephone right on the desk. Bring it for me, please. Yes, I am here again, big man. The other day you said I will get back to you. Oh, but Mama, sorry, you didn't send me any means of me getting to you. So what you need to do for me, that's right. Inbox me your telephone number. After the show, then I will get to you. Yeah? Yeah, Mama? Sorry. My fault. I didn't call for your number. And you go bring me pen. On the seat table, the pen is supposed to be there.
I should be your charger.
Huh?
Your phone charger.
Go bring the phone charger. Also, this modern charger, so you can plug it over there. Please. All right, folks. I'm trying to find a way to get this thing going some kind of way. Send you a letter, bandit song. Let me try. So, got it, that's right. Just inbox me your number. You can call me on one of the numbers after the show, okay? So, the number to call me when I'm done with the show, local number here in Liberia is 0776 232892. 0776 232892. Okay? That's the number to call me on. That number is on WhatsApp, okay? Number one. Number two, my other number, US number is +1 267 648 8012 +1 267 648 8012. Okay? So, you able to do it? Okay, good job again. So, give it to me. Oh, Mama, send it to my number. I just call it to you. The two numbers are on WhatsApp. The local number here, you got to have +231. +231. 776. 776 23 2892. So you save my number, then you inbox me on WhatsApp. A public person, I don't really care about that, you know. You say, oh, my number, no. Yes, I call it. Alright? The US number is +1 267 648 8012. Those are the numbers. Let me get to the issue before the internet go off, okay? I beg you, let me go to the issue. So, my people, again, I am ambassador in my own capacity, Francis Kangoma Jr. I will talk immigration at the end of the show, visa, income tax, but I want to go straight to the issue, okay? I got 3 topics only. Everything ending with question mark. I know people don't discuss the kind of topics in Liberia, but I'm discussing it. And I just want you to listen and take a note, okay? Just listen and take a note. You don't have to agree with me, just listen, and then we'll all keep it going, okay? But you're sorry, I gotta call my nephew. Okay, man? Come put your flourishing light on, you see, they're almost spoiling. When you spoil the light here, come put your rechargeable light on charge. Go put it on charge. It went or ain't you, you're almost spoiled it, right? Okay. And your carrier notion as I only show when I finish your open. Okay. So folks, I'm getting ready right now. I'm putting the balloon music or some off. Okay. So how you doing? Again, my name is Ambassador Francis Kangoma. I'm the CEO for Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting, affordable family-based immigration, visa, income tax, plus more. I'm the CEO for that. In addition to that, I'm the founder of KMC Helping Hands Foundation here in Liberia, helping small children to go to school, especially people or children that parents, maybe one parent or both parents, cannot afford to send their small children to school. So we're helping them with that. In our own way, giving back to the country, something like that. So this is my 5th week since I came to Liberia, and I'm almost done with my working vacation. I was able to visit with my parents down there in Lofa County. I've been all over the place, and we did everything. We also recognize our top performance at the level of the foundation. Okay, we visited the participating schools. We had meetings with the parents of the beneficiaries, and so many things that we've done the last 5 weeks. Okay, which is not really bad. We are so grateful to our Creator, God in heaven. And we are also appreciative of people in our corner, okay? But honestly, this outfit you see me in today, this is a surprise. My adult nephew brought this to me. He used to do this for living. According to him, he's not doing it for living again. But because of everything we do for people, not just family people, but even other people out there. That's why I'm loving it though. I'm really loving it. So he said he decided to sew this particular shirt with this heart, special for me. And he actually texted me that he got something from me. And I didn't text him, but I called him and said I was soon he would have brought it yesterday, but he didn't bring it, but it today. And you know why I'm going to call his name? Okay, it's mine. Adult nephew, Mr. Mohammed Yen. He came to my residence and presented this gift to me. And I promised him I'm going to wear it today. And you know what, Mr. Yen, I want to say thank you plenty. I really appreciate it. This is super nice. I put him on. I go on KK today. I went to Redlight. I went to UBA branch there to do small thing for the ATM. You all know that's the game, right? When you come from America and your pocket get dry, then you start going into your checking account in America while you are in Liberia because they got ATM here now. You know, ATM machines, you know, UBA, EcoBank, something like that, GT Bank. Okay. So, my people, Mr. Yan, I want to say thank you plenty in this public manner for giving me this wonderful gift. The people say online they're jealous, okay? Ansu James, yeah, long time, my people. I hear, long time. It is true, but I hear, okay? So, Mr. Yan, I want to say thank you plenty in this public manner. I really appreciate the gift, especially, you know, you made it with a surprise. I didn't really expect it, but you did it. You are a good person. I very appreciate it. And everybody that following me now, I want you to listen and listen very well. And, you know, those of you that will come later to listen to me, listen and listen very well. My politics is straightforward. I'm somebody that believes in pragmatism, you know, fair play and justice. I believe in that. You know what? If we want to do something, we should do it across the board fair. We aren't saying you must be perfect. I'm not saying that. But be fair. And you want people to believe in what you're doing, you got to be fair. But before I get ready, I said I'm going to do it to the last. I will do a little bit emphasis, you know, the last portion of the podcast, but I want to just send out, you know, some message. Everything about immigration, American immigration paperwork, citizenship, sending for your loved one, mom, pa, children, husband, or wife if you are married. Those of you that want to do the boyfriend, girlfriend, something, fiancé, visa, we doing everything. Immigration and visa. American visa. I went to the U.S. Embassy yesterday, like I promised, I did. And I asked some questions to the Foreign Service Consular Officer. They gave me some answers, okay? Not all the answers they gave me that I wanted, but at least they gave me some. And I'm going to share that with you, maybe not tonight, another podcast. Especially when I get back in my comfort zone where internet is not a problem. Here in Liberia, internet is a problem, lighting is a problem. I live in Joseph Boakai country. Where I live, much other country, we don't know when LEC will reach it. We do not know when water and sewer will reach it. More RE company, right? I don't know. But this is Liberia. They say they will make the budget better, but no innovation, no agility, no better mindset. They're not thinking forward, they are thinking backward. Officials of government. I call them public looters. That is who they are, okay? They lie to us, we elect them, they loot our country. That's what they've been doing over time, okay? That's what it is. So, it's a democratic, with all the nyama freedom, but the freedom have been abused by people in power, by people who entrusted with power. But that's another conversation another day. I got 3 topics here tonight, or topic center, whatever it is. Okay, 3. Number 1, I want to find out from you. Okay, why presidents post-war Liberia former and current refuse to live at the official constitutionally mandated residence of those presidents. Refuse to live at the executive mansion. Wow. That's a good question. Why presidents of Liberia, past and current, refuse to live at the executive mansion, even though that should be their official residence? Why they refuse to live there? They have been disturbing us. They continue to disturb us, restrict our movement in our small community that we live because now they become president. For example, when Madam Sally became president of Liberia, 2006, where she was living, government of Liberia got to send Minister of Public Works there to go and create something they call security enhancement on her private residence. Whereby the executive mansion was supposed to be the place that she needed to live, but she didn't live there. Later on, there was a condition created that even made her not to work there until her 12-year finish. She was working on the foreign ministry. Probably that was a perfect excuse. Okay, good job. Just Weah King, he did small work at the foreign ministry, completed the Brown executive mansion, but he was not living there too. To a house on 9th Street, The other house, how they call it, play rehab, embarrass the community people over there. They block everywhere, and they also carry on security enhancement on Joshua private property. And when they leave the presidency, because Liberian people fire them, we don't get nothing back. Now it happened to Joseph Boakai. I live on GSA Road, Turning Point, not too far from President Boakai residence. Everybody around President Boakai, they garden out. Majority of those private properties, go and check if you are in Liberia the way I am in Liberia today or tonight. Go and check. President Boakai literally suspended people from living there because he's president now, and they're making with security boots. But again, this is my opinion, okay? We ain't really got real government in this country. These are just a bunch of criminals and looters. I'm talking the right in Liberia. If we're having real lawmakers, they will put zero in the budget for private home by this so-called criminal mind president for security enhancement on their private property. There should be no budget, no money in the budget for that. But this is what they've been doing in St. Post-war Liberia. If you cannot live at the executive mansion under our constitutional framework, you can live everywhere you want to live. But however, our so-called lawmakers are supposed to come up with a resolution not to put penny in the budget for this so-called president not to live at the executive mansion. The government of Liberia spend money on it. We got security people there. We got all the security enhancement. I am told the presidential residence at the executive mansion, the doors are all bulletproof. Why you don't want to live there? The other old Papitu, 79 years old, who made him president, he 80 years old now, he doesn't live there too. He doesn't live there. Okay? Baki Oko guy. Okay? So my people, if you're able to answer my question, please do. Okay? If you're able to do it, please do. If you're not able to do it, you don't have to. But those are the questions. That question number one right there. Why? Pass. Let me just say pass. The people that pass. And let me not even go to pass. Former presidents, post-war Liberia. Charles Taylor didn't live there because I was wartime too. So I'm not counting him. I'm counting from Ellen, Joia, and Joe Boakai. Ellen, 12 years, she did not live at the executive mansion. Joia, 6 years, he did not live at the executive mansion. Joseph Boakai, 6 years that we gave him, he's not living there. Okay? And you know what that cost the Liberian people? Additional monies to improve their private homes, to meet up with their startup for security reasons. And we don't need to do that. All we need to do, we made them president after inauguration, they and their family and their security attachment live at the executive mansion. That's what the law says. Executive mansion is not only a place for presidents to work, that's their home, but they're not living there. Waste of money. If I were making decisions in Liberia, no president will get penny. Will get penny. Probably where we have no reason to go to their private homes to improve it because we elected them president. Okay? Under our fundamental system, fundamental rights, nobody can stop their friend from where they want to live. I get it, including the president. Okay? But the president gets paid from us. Okay? So if you decide not to live at the executive mansion, then you should use your salary to improve your private home. Not the Liberian people money. Okay? Not the Liberian people money. That's how it should be. But again, the biggest banana republic. So that topic number one. Topic number two. What benefits are we going to get with the Liberian people to carry on so-called befitting burial for murderer like Samuel? This is a man that took power by force, by the barrels of the guns. I don't know what Joseph Boakai said looking for. The papa is confused. He's just so much perplexed. He's very confused. Murderer, like Samuel Doe, that went on national television and told the people of Nimba County, including children, that if they don't leave, they will not live to tell the story. And he did just that. And buried over 300 children alive. That man should be given, okay, befitting burials. What do we get out of that? What do we get out of that? You see hypocrisy? You see hypocrisy in this country? The man who and Samuel Doe fought Prince Johnson the late, he said he buried Samuel Doe. But the family people in consultation with Ecomo, he went and took the body, he embalmed the body for about 20 years. He went and took the body out and gave it to them. What they did with it, what did he do with it? He don't know. He also passed. Okay? So Joe Boakai kind of power, reburial is a priority for him. But the Liberian people, especially the young people, on the motorbikes, in Keke, these young people, the young children, small children go to school, they ain't got a roof over their head. Public schools. That's not a priority. Creating employment opportunity for the people of Liberia, that is not a priority. Okay? That's not a priority. Whether you like it or not, the late Doe committed a suicide. He was the most youngest leader ever that took power by the barrels of the guns. Slaughter people on camera. And follow some people that ran away from him and slaughter them, murder them, including Nimba County children. Eminent Liberians in this country got missing because of some behavior. That man, after over 30 years, Joe Boakai kind of power, that's a priority to rebury him. They call it befitting burial. Oh my goodness. Liberia, the odious banana republic. This is a country where leaders don't think from this side. They think from this side. Instead of moving forward, they are moving backward. Their thinking capacity is not right. That's what he did. And history recorded it very well. Nezedo. Madam Nezedo went to court during George Weah time, ECOWAS court, to get her just benefit. And she won in ECOWAS court. Okay? George Weah government refused to pay that woman her just benefit. In Liberia, yeah, based on our system, we say government is continuity. My boy, I share the show so some people can feel bad because some people let the truth. We say government is continuity. Joseph Boakai King, we all agree government is continuity. Instead of Joseph Boakai paying that woman her just benefit based on ECOWAS, court ruling, his government also refused to pay that woman her just benefit. That woman was crying for that money until she passed away. Now, Joe Boakai, as old as the papi is 80 years old, he want to make the crown people to feel good, so each dinner to feel good, so turn it on and now vote. They can give it to him. He do a befitting burial for Nezedo and Samuel Doe. Somebody who murdered people in this country. Unmercifully. That man, Liberian people money is being used by Joe Boakai to carry on so-called befitting burial. Shame on him and his government. Why couldn't you pay Madam Doe her just benefit as per the ECOWAS ruling? You allow her to die because of her time. Then you call all the crown people and put the Inca and put white, red, and what and blue on it and carry them to grand jury. I call it fictitious reburial of Samuel Doe. So now, we the people of Liberia, we are calling on Joe Boakai to make sure all the people Samuel Doe killed, they should go look for mud and put it in casket and rebury them. All the children Samuel Doe buried alive, never counted children, they should also rebury them too. Because Joe Boakai ain't got no work to do. Joe Boakai got no work to do. He is confused. He got no sense of direction what he wants to do. Okay? So, Tolbert family say his government should also rebury their son. Tolbert need to be reburied. I think they already have a consideration for that. But the overall question is reburying all the people Joe Boakai want to rebury. Samuel Doe and the late Tolbert, right? What we're going to get out of that? What are we going to get out of that? We, the Liberian people, when they cannot even give us electricity for us to pay for it, when they cannot even give us safe drinking water for us to pay for it, when Joe Boakai government cannot even create employment opportunity for the people. That's question number 2. So they rebury here now. If I'm part of the arrest agenda, I thought you were talking about war and economic crime for people to account for their actions. I thought he spoke of that and came up with executive order to settle the code. Regrettably, Prince Josie died, and we don't hear anything about the code anymore. We don't hear about the code anymore. So now, Joe Boakai administration has decided to prioritize under the so-called arrest agenda the reburial of murderer like Samuel Doe. Think about that. To tell you, we ain't going to get anything out of this administration because they got no sense of direction, no innovation, no nothing. Okay? So we leave that one. The next thing is so-called anti-corruption fight. You see, government of Liberia, over time, and occupants of the executive mansion, over time, they don't learn any lesson from previous administration. Okay, that's how they are. That is how they are. Okay? So this is the thing, right? President Boakai, farmer, and decided to build homes for himself and carry on renovation on his old buildings, even though sedition at the time said George we are worth about 84 million. However, prior to George Weah's presidency, we did not see him spending any money around 84 million. Okay? Well, made him president after inauguration, he did everything he could do. Okay? So he didn't come with anti-corruption, but he came with proposal for prosperity or something like that. For development and prosperity for the Liberian people. In my mind, anti-corruption was part of that because the number one nightmare in our country, according to our international partners, according to former TRC, our major problem in the country has been public stealing. Elected and appointed officials stealing from the public. That has been our problem and continue to be our problem. They use legal institutions to steal without their salary. And that continues to be our problem. So if you came with a proper agenda for development and prosperity and start to build homes for yourself, you the chief executive, you already defeated the purpose of anti-corruption. And everything Joseph's administration did, it just came down to one time presidency. Okay? So Joseph Boakai now, rescue team, executive commando, 79-year-old papi, with everything he told us, we decided to amalgamate forces. To vote for him. We did. Now, rescue, now transform into arrest agenda. Agriculture is number 1. A. Rule of law. rule of law, agriculture, rule of law, and all that stuff, including education. What happened? The first thing Joe Boakai did, his chief of staff, the presidential guy, he goes to, how do you call this place? Social Security Corporation, and took pensioners' monies, about $500,000, and bought car for Joseph Boakai. When he was not even presidential minister. But because he did that, Joe Boakai rewarded him with presidential minister position. He stayed there, ambassador. Did he investigate it? No. We say the law is the law. We all agree to that. Former Commerce Minister, Joseph Boakai, Commerce Minister. Budget passed. Joe Boakai signed the budget into law. It's a law. What the budget law says, nobody, no government official should spend more than $45,000 to buy a car. I mean, more than former Commerce Minister spent $96,000 to buy a car. What did Joseph Boakai say to him? Resign, leave. And that's it. Okay? Those are facts. Nobody can deny that. You don't have to like the way I'm talking. You can even question why I'm talking like that. I have to talk it because it's the hard truth. This is a country. No, I can't blow it yet. Adula Kamara that Joe Boakai just suspended a few days before Joe Boakai became president. Adula Kamara, already had corruption smell on him based on GC report. He messed with Liberia's digital project money. What did Joe Boakai do? He appointed him as chair of LTA, Liberia Telecommunication Authority. Okay? That's a pay. He just suspended him almost 2 years in his administration. Okay? He suspended Steve Zago. What did Steve Zago do? We don't know. And later on replacing, no investigation. Inaugural committee headed by our auntie, how do you call the old man here? Mieta family. Okay? Liberian from Minnesota, USA came here and died on the executive ground because of poor planning, because of incompetent behavior on the part of Madam Famula's committee. Even Joe Boakai fainted. Did we investigate that to find out what happened so that we can correct it next time? So that we can stop it from happening next time? No. Joe Boakai get 2 to 3 weeks for investigation. 0. We have been celebrating our soldiers for over 100 years. 2024, there was no celebration because of Joseph Boakai leadership. The AFL women, the AFL women, or widows, however you call them, they protest against the newly appointed and confirmed defense minister. And because of that pressure, the defense minister resigned. And Joe Boakai announced on the radio that in 2 weeks there are going to be investigation and there will be consequences. At the end of the 2 weeks, we didn't hear nothing. At the end of the day, what happened? Joe Boakai appointed that man as NSA director. So many issues that I can point to. Then he goes to tenure position and remove people using executive power. Now going to court, including the former bank governor, to a point where they literally gave Arusha Taro $500,000 to let go the lawsuit at the Supreme Court. And do you know what Joe Boakai did? He went to RB and got his nephew and sent him to Central Bank to act as governor. When everything quieted down, he sent him to the so-called Nyobli Kanga, Nyobli Kanga, under kangaroo lawmakers to confront him in the day. So, where are we? Now, I ain't got no doubt. I worked at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as civil servant before I left this country. I was there when Madam Sonny said Mary brought it. Passport, government of Liberia had passport on the budget under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The old passport for $20. Mary Bro sold that passport for $150. I will want to do that question. But this is Liberia. When people struggle to get something and and now somebody go there, they start getting it, whether they're stealing their money, they're not stealing their money, they're the best person. Okay? John Heston Perry. Brother, I just unfollow you because I thought you were smart enough, but things that never happened before in our country, now it is happening to big names, then you are. I mean, John, I don't really get time for you. You unfollow me, you don't unfollow me, it doesn't mean anything to me. Whether I'm smart or not smart, just leave it like that. Let me talk my talk. You talk your one, I talk my own. So I don't really worry about you, whether you unfollow or you didn't unfollow me. I don't really worry. You know how many people follow me? 59,000 human beings at different times. So when you move from there, you just giving way for the other people to join me. Okay? So my people, Mary Bro collected that money. Nobody asked a question because that president friend, former President Selective friend, the passport got transitioned from the old passport to ECOWAS passport. That passport was sold based on government Liberia decision, $25 USD. Mary Bro sold that passport for $150 because Liberians wanted it. Because they say when you put in for the $25, you will not get it. That was it. So, $130 extra from the old passport sale and $125 extra from the ECOWAS, from the initial ECOWAS passport sale. Who did Mary Bro give that money to? Did she give it to the government? I don't know. Or she and Ellen Shea. She went to City Hall. The renovation she did, good. But the money that the public was giving her to rent City Hall to have their program, who did she give to? Zero. Go look at the city police. Go look at City Hall. The way it looked like. Okay? The parking money, who did she give it to? We don't know. Okay? Tow truck money. Civil servant here, according to the government, making $75 at the time around that corner. Mary Bro would tow a single car and issue ticket for $150 US. And you know how many times she collected that money? We got no idea. Okay? And then Madam Sally sent her to Freeport. She sent her to GSA. Another time, Joey had them come in, they sent her to power theft people. What happened to power theft? LEC meter was being sold for $50 US. Mary Bro pushed it up to $150 US. Think about that. So when you're talking about Saudi rice, that one that just the small one there. The rest of the Arabia gave, that is small one there. So I got no doubt. The people that sold that rice and the former foreign minister Kemenya and all these people Joe Boakai arresting, I don't get problem with it. But guess what? I get problem with selective justice. Why Joe Boakai, as commander-in-chief and president of the Republic of Liberia, did not arrest Amin Moda? Why? And he equally violated the law. He stole from the Liberian people. Instead of spending $45,000, he spent $96,000 and Joe Boakai asked him to resign and goes to them quiet. Why? Why Joe Boakai have not asked the police to arrest Adula Kamara, who is actually his nephew? Why? Why Joe Boakai did not investigate the former defense minister that the AFL widows accused of stealing their money? Why? But appointed him as NSA boss. Why Joe Boakai have not arrested Madam Famode that led the inaugural committee fraud and even led him to fainting? We don't know which hospital they carried him. Why? Former Senator of Lofa County. Former Senator of Lofa County. Steve Zago, right? Steve Zago, right? Joe Boakai appointed him as immigration boss. What happened? What didn't happen? He suspended him and later appointed somebody to that position. Why Joe Boakai didn't send him to the police to be arrested too? Why? Why Joe Boakai, after the senators came out with investigation regarding Ambassador Grace Pace taking Social Security pensioners' money, and Minister Grace Pace admitted on an oath that he took the money and Boakai for the president. While the president have not taken decision to fire Grace Pace, but he still enjoyed that presidential confidence and he still remain presidential minister. Why? So we're not saying don't fight corruption. I'm not saying if the people go to court, they don't have a bill, they should not go to jail. But the point here is, why is Joe Boakai government fighting these people or fighting corruption selectively? The people in his corner, they done nothing wrong. The opposition, and that's why the people singing the song they're singing. That is a witch hunt. Of course, if I'm in their shoe, I would say the same thing. It's a witch hunt because people in Joe Boakai corner, he's not prosecuting them. He's only focusing on opposition political leaders. That's what he's doing. He's literally trying to make the country one-party country or one-party system country, which is not good for this country. This could lead to destruction of our peace. When you focus on opposition leader, whether they do wrong or not, that's not the issue. But when you only focus on it to disgrace them on camera and send them to central prison when they are not actually convicted, that's another fraud right there. People who are not yet convicted should not be sent to central prison. People who are convicted and sentenced should be going to central prison. These people should be going to police cell. Those that don't have a bond or bail, they should be going to police cell. Not moreover central prison. But you know why? The government of Liberia will give us 1 million plus 1 reasons why they are sending people to South Beach. Is to disgrace them. I can guarantee you 99.9% of these government cases will not be won by the government. The initial evidence is Gracious Ra, how far they gone with that? Gracious Ra, how far they gone with that? Samuel Tuwe and 2 other people from Joshua government, sending people started that case going all the way to Supreme Court level. Whether government of Liberia will win it, they will not win it, I'm not too sure. So I'm not saying don't prosecute the people. I'm not saying do not do your so-called anti-corruption thing even when you yourself stealing like crazy. Okay? You can look at $1 million and buy 1 bulletproof car for yourself when you got 3 in your combo. Okay? No problem. You are the chief executive. You're supposed to be thinking for all of us and deploy the necessary strategies to solve Liberia's problem, as he promised on the campaign too, as he promised inside the arrest of Jonah, the so-called arrest of Jonah that is not working. So it's going to be these political projects. You leave from Monrovia, you go to Bopolo and put 1 hand on there, just go open it. But the hospital that's supposed to serve the people in Bapolo or Bopolo County, whatever you call it, Bapolo County, you don't got no medicine there. Okay? Public schools in Masrado County don't even have teachers, and the teachers do not get paid on time. Okay? And then public school teachers are coming after to protest. You got University of Liberia that, you know why it is, $34 million that went there, no accountability. The African American woman stopping her to get out. Okay? So this government, I can guarantee you, has no priority. There are a bunch of confused people that succeeded getting the Liberian people vote to come and loot for the 3rd time. They looted for 12 years. We re-elected Joe Boakai thinking that what he told, or he was not a race car, back on a racetrack. We thought he was an honest old man, but he lied to us. He's very dishonest. Joe Boakai is very dishonest. He's another You know, how do I call it? In the world, embarrassment number 2, national embarrassment number 2. Joe, we are national embarrassment number 1. Joe Boakai is national embarrassment number 2 to our country. You know, anybody can lie to you. But when grandpa lies to you, it can go down deep in your soul. So, my people, those are the questions I wanted to ask, to lay on you. And you know why? The issue of family in this country here, the issue of tribe, the issue of county, the issue of partisan stuff, all these things are all responsible for keeping this country down. Some people here, blood is boiling in them because I said the truth. Because I said the truth. Their blood is so boiling, I hate to say I'm really able to do anything to them, or maybe they're able to do anything. No, you can't do shit to me, I can't do nothing to you. All we can do now, this kind of democratic system, is for us to talk, to express our perspectives. That's what we fought for. Okay? And Samuel Doe didn't want us to do that. That's why he hijacked the election result 1985. Not only that he hijacked the election result 1985, when the coup took place, he destroyed and eliminated so many people, including General Kionpa, and suspended the constitution for 5 years. Based on pressure from ECOWAS and international bodies, he restored the constitution in 1986. That we're using that, he refused to live within the confines of democratic principles. And that's why his behavior led to the damage in this country. Samuel, he caused it. Because when you chase certain group of people, because you don't like them, and you did not create them, and you think you can eliminate, you know how many people on Facebook posted Samuel Doe's speech regarding Nimba County? Those of you that got problem with my conversation, go check it out. Go on Facebook. Go and curse all of them out because they reposted his speech from his own mouth. If we cannot reconcile the country, let's just leave it like that. You know what we do? Joe Boakai, this is a suggestion to you. All the nyama thing you do, you just need to let it go. Nobody need befitting burial. They die. That's not a priority. It cannot give or anything. Reconciliation can only come, number 1, create employment opportunity for majority of Liberian people, especially the young people, and provide basic social services. You know, carry on expansion project when it comes to LEC, water and sewer, and all the other social services for Liberian people to be able to have access to clean and safe drinking water. Provide us jobs. Especially the young people that own the motorbikes, I feel sorry for them. Okay. They are struggling, spending Liberian people money to go and carry on fictitious reburial of Samuel Doe doesn't give for anything. It just migrate to our democracy. Okay? It just migrate from our democracy. For our democracy, excuse me. Okay? In addition to that, those who committed crime against humanity in this country must be held accountable. It's not only Prince Johnson, because Prince Johnson died. So no more war crime court. But then we send the executive order because the war crime court was about Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson had to give you power, right? So if you didn't bring the war crime court, then immediately Prince Johnson will take the power from you, right? He's no more. Joe Boakai resent the executive order that put in place the so-called war crime court because you aren't going to get no money for it. Resend it, okay? So, my people, thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be out of here really quick. But before I go, let me tell you something. On the platform, you don't have to like me. I'm not going to like you, okay? I come here to provide my own perspectives on political issues in Liberia. And I'm right here in Liberia. And maybe the country and see how the country looks like. The government cannot even afford to clean the city. Okay? The government cannot afford to clean the city. The two biggest cities in Liberia, Monrovia and Pinzo City. You can check it out. Facebook not too bad. But come to Liberia, spend your $1,500 or spend your $2,000, depending where you live in America or other parts of the world, and come and see how Liberia look like. We come here 2-3 times a year. And we literally trying to help the government by helping our people down here. So I will talk. If you want to listen to me, you don't have to listen to me. This is history. That's what Samuel Doe did. Who told you, say, Tolbert and his government official punishment was murder on camera, on the light pole. They put it in bomber and they slaughtered them with AK-47. That's the truth. You can't change that. Who did that? Samuel Kayando did that. Then you can't create befitting barrier for him. Go for Tolbert people then. All the elders that they killed, go for all of them and carry on befitting barrier for them to do work. I say you got nothing to do. That's what you need to do. Some of you say you're Christian, I don't want to be religious. Go back to the Bible. Go read the Bible. Go read the Bible. Those of you that live in the United States, go to Alabama. Go to Delaware, small state. Sharing border with Pennsylvania. Okay? This state got capital punishment on the books. Most states in America got capital punishment on the books. When you murder somebody, they take you to court. And you got legal representation. If you don't have money, the court will offer you court-appointed lawyer or public defender. When you accuse people of corruption, stealing public money, political corruption, economic corruption, social corruption, you accuse them and you deny them legal representation in your junta court, that's criminal. That's humiliation. That's cruelty. And that's what Samuel Doe did. We'll never forget that history. And he didn't do it with his mouth closed. With his mouth closed. Okay? He charged the good people of Liberia. They had their power issues. They led the country for 135 years. Prior to 1980, the crime they committed, they would have been given the opportunity to be tried in the democratic court. Not junta court that denied them legal representation. Even people that ran away and went to foreign embassies, Samuel Doe people followed them and murdered them. That's the truth. You can't change it. You can never change that truth. You can get in your soul, in your granular soul. You can't do shit. You can't do nothing to me. Get vexed. Don't come here no more. We don't need people like you. You call yourself Christian. When people do wrong, you say it. That's the true Christian. Because the Bible says the truth shall set us free. You do wrong. Because that your crown brother, that your crown sister. It's all right. When local kind men do wrong, you murder them. That's simply Joseph Boakai doing a different form. People in the Unity Party corner, they do wrong. He asked them to resign, and he pay other people money to go sit down, to bring his family people into the government. And when opposition do something wrong, he disgraced them on camera. That's the same thing Joia did to the former Supreme Court Justice, Council Guru Moses Scott. We spoke against it. We spoke against it. Two wrongs cannot make a right, my people. Two wrongs cannot make a right. Okay? If somebody did wrong, you can, as a rescuer, you need to do better. We're not saying Joseph Boakai should be injured. We're not saying he should be Superman. We are saying be fair and do what he promised us. If it's somebody that believes in diplomatic conversation, for people to sugarcoat conversation, for people to sugarcoat the truth, for people to call shortcut to say the other side, white is white, black is black on this platform. If you don't like that one, don't come here. And nobody begging to come on the platform. You don't need to follow me. Just let it go. I'm going back to America. Thank God my body is back on the platform. Look, I'm going to be there. I'll provide the contradiction. I will provide the contradiction. Joe Boakai is 360 degrees away from the realities on this ground. Based on everything he told us, is 360 degrees away from it. Okay? A Joe we are from Southeast can build a road, Pokota on it, from Bon County, Banga, all the way to Golo, Saraye District, in Atuba. They men from Wasonga, Foya District, and he built that road. I don't know what you're going to tell for Toronto now. That's another deception. We give you 6 year power. You won't go nowhere after inauguration you're thinking about it now. 2020 now. You see that? So my people, I want to tell you, all of you, all of y'all, let me do it that way. All of you that want to do your paperwork, you live in America, you want to file for your law firm, you want to do U.S. citizenship through naturalization, you want to do visa, visiting visa, fiancé visa, immigrant visa, all the family visa, paperwork, just let us know. Okay? Even those of you that are living in Minnesota and North Dakota are in Liberia right now, by the grace of God, May week, I'll be in America. There where I'm going to blast. Yeah, one part internet and give me hard and right now my generator on, yeah. That you put gas inside. You're able to pay $1,750 to come to Liberia right now. You're able to do it 2-3 times a year. Then go buy your own ticket. Somehow the way we're talking it from our heart. There's a history. You're not able to do it. Because that your crown brother, or because that your local county brother, or maybe that your uncle, that your that your grandpa. I don't give a damn about that. The truth is the truth. Come to my door, then you will know. Come to my door. 22 years ago, they were fighting in the country. Government of Liberia cannot even paint their own buildings. And we're supposed to clap for them. But every single day they buy a new car. Every day. Can board them on the road. They get gas slip from government official. They sell gas below APRC price. Because of the way they get it. In the poor country, I bet you pay people $15,000 salary and provide benefit for their cat and dogs, give them gasoline, give them squash car. Lawmakers here in this country, by office, they got 16 human beings. We don't find them in their offices. Speaker office alone carries $2 million. What does the speaker do for us? We thought Joseph Boakai could be a disruptor, public policy disruptor for the better. He ain't doing it. Should he talk it? Are we talking? I'm the only local man that will say it the way I'm saying it. What is good for Paul, it is also good for Peter. You want to prosecute people, you want to try people on the basis of alleged corruption, on the basis of alleged looting of the country resources. We need to be fair and just across the board. That's why my favorite president in this country is Tolbert. Because I know exactly, I read the history, I read his profile. The struggle he had with the so-called criminal indigenous, with the so-called Congo people, and the West. Tolbert was formed between the sisters. That's how they murdering. Okay? Can you compare what the Congo people did to that of what the native people doing today? They put their own building ablaze under the watch of 80-year-old man that has about 45 years experience in government service. Part of that 45, 12 years straight, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. The people put the Capitol building ablaze. Even during war days, it didn't happen. Because of his behavior, Joe Boakai behavior led to that. Because if you have your political party, you are the ruling party, and you want to tell me your folks, your party cannot listen to it, that's not true. Single call. But because of the Saint are me and myself, he wanted regime speaker, and he got it. He got deputy regime speaker. Okay? What are we getting from Richie Kun now? Are we getting our bread and butter issue addressed now because Richie Kun is speaker? Hey, the Constitution says you can remove the speaker with 49 votes. You can elect the speaker with 37. From all indication, there were no 49 votes coming from anywhere. There was no political capital coming from Joe Boakai besides executive political coercion for them to resign. Okay, that's it. Nobody say you can't do it, but when you prioritize it, then it looks like you have no focus. You got no priorities for the people. And that's the reason the country continues to go down the drain. Because majority of the government officials appointed and elected do not look at things from this point, from the front. They look at things from the back. And we look at things from the back, and you're thinking from the back, the country does not go forward, it goes backward. And that's why Liberia is like this. It's not a curse. Until we can get that single, as doing some kind of time, single occupant of the executive mansion that will decide to change this country beside God in heaven. This country will never change as long leaders remain the way they are. Their mindset, their whole brain is consumed with looting government resources. That's what they are. Let me see where I can find that Unje to give it to us, okay? Yeah, get out of here. Unje, where are you? Okay? You're listening to Akunje. They're going to give it to you. Get Akunje, yeah? They lie to us. He's the official author of that song. They lie to us. I've got it. Oh, thank you. I made it though. I made it. The internet will give me a hard time, but I made it. Okay. Some people not like it. My people, you know what I got to tell you? Those of you that don't like my conversation, I'm just sorry. That is, look, I'm just myself. I'm just myself. You leave me alone. Don't come on the platform because you will get what you don't want to get. So come here. I'm going to say it like this. Raw dog. That's the only way we can address some of the issues. When you get a feeling, you got to feel yourself. But when the man and the father not doing that, they're not disciplined. How are you going to be disciplined? In the home? If the leaders are not disciplined, especially presidential leaders are not disciplined in the country, no minister going to be disciplined. No director going to be disciplined. President will not be disciplined. For God in heaven's sake, 22 years after this, the seat of the government most of the country does not have work. Simply elected today? No. This is generator light. Every man has to buy 3 gallons. 3 gallons. about that. These two major cities cannot even clean the city. These two cities, regrettably, the traffic light provided by the Chinese people, the government cannot maintain. Then what you want me to say? I'm going to praise the government because the baby road, the bridge, we have stopped. They're closing down some zones. That's what you want me to talk about. The information research job there, how many class we loaded. When they are telling false rules. Because that's their comfort zone. All the government officials are playing. So they have created, according to them, a counter for food that is managed and owned by a private citizen of life. So these people cannot even afford to improve LBS to carry their propaganda or PRO. And by right, this is what I think political science and international relations, the government should not get involved with propaganda. If the government wants, they can get involved with PRO, but the government should be involved with strategic communication. That's what they should do. But these people got no idea. They're just a bunch of looters. They got no idea. And that's why they don't even know where to start from. Okay? So, it is the way it is. Liberian people, you keep waiting. But I think we need to stop the freedom. Pretty soon, if we don't do what we're supposed to do, for all of you that get like my age, you're more than 40, nothing happening, nothing gonna happen for you. But for all we don't, for our children, especially those of you that live here, I don't live here. So I give God, I thank God thank you, okay? I give God glory. Because there are so many sicknesses around the world that we can actually find cure. But poverty has no cure. Especially extreme poverty. Extreme poverty got no cure. You will live poor, you will die poor, and you will die before your time. Then your children can't do anything. Okay? And when you're living the way you're living, you become a distributor of poverty. You eat keke, you want motorbike, for example, you go to red light to sell, or maybe you taxi driver, or you go to dry light to sell, and it's nothing much that money can do for you. All it does for you to eat kobo. Through all the week, Sunday you put small things together, you and your family, you eat something like a dry rice. That means, we call that in economics vicious cycles of poverty. So your mind power the poor, they born you too you poor, and you just continue to distribute poverty. And when you continue to distribute poverty, our generation we're talking, some of our guys, some got an opportunity to go to America, and a lot of people got that opportunity because of the war. The war not coming again. We thank God for that. Nobody shooting gun yet. We okay, so there'll be no resettlement. Okay, good job. What's going to happen to the motorbike and the keke generation? What's going to happen? So just start thinking. What's going to happen to keke and motorbike generation when they hit target to provide leadership for this country? How are you going to be like? Okay, now I got some answer for you, okay? They see public looters in power now send their children to India, some of them to Ghana, some of them to United States and other places. They come back to govern you with the same kind of behavior. The struggle continues. According to the late Samuel, in the cause of the people, the struggle continues. This one is not in the cause of the people. It's going to be in the cause of poverty. The struggle continues. Now, America said they're not going to be giving visiting visa like that because a lot of you go to America, you don't come back, okay? Good job. That's not all to it because our public looters, they take their family to America because the official government, they don't bring their family back. They come here, they misbehave. Their family and children going to good school in America, drinking good water. Their electricity doesn't go because that's America. Now, American government is holding back on their visiting visa because some people who work with them, they get visiting visa, they go to America, they find their friend, they don't come back. Your life become better. Or you win DV, and DV, two people not winning like that. So just tell me now, you live in a country born and raised. I can guarantee you almost. I can guarantee you your life not going to be better. And because your life is not better, your children's life will not be better. And their children's life will not be better too. You see how we're building? Is the government building prosperity? The government is not building prosperity. They are manufacturing extreme poverty. That's what they do. People like Patrick Hunter, for example, are always using it because it's basically social media influencer, right? People like Patrick Hunter, they will be taking $15,000 home, US dollar. What is he doing for? He go on class radio there. He's a lead host, followed by Stephen Johnson, right? That's the country we're running. The outgoing Chief Joseph making $23,000 US dollar. The Freeport guy around that same corner. The maritime boss $24,000 a month, and not a year, a month, US dollar. All these people, if they want to challenge what I'm saying here, they should make their salary public. So it can be speculating. They will never make it public because they don't want you to know. And those of you that follow me, you know me, right? You know me. I'm going to say it. I talk just like this. I'm not talking so that you people feel better. I'm talking so that you get the information from me and do due diligence with it. Everything I'm telling you is authentic. Some of those speech, since Joe Boakai government made the decision to give him befitting burial, people have been posting that speech that he delivered to the Nimba County people to leave their home, or else there will be no more. Don't go there. Go on Facebook, it's there. It's there. Go on YouTube, it's there. So you don't get a problem with that. That ugly behavior. Do you know the spirits of human beings? To go and massacre Liberians running away from you in the church, in Lutheran church? And that person deserves befitting burial? When you can say you get very right, but let me say it too. Maybe you say you cannot know more. I say not know more. Joe Boakai is a national embarrassment number 2. National embarrassment number 2. That's why I can guarantee you, United States government will not extend Joe Boakai a single invitation. Take it to the bank. Based on Joe Boakai behavior. The same thing they do to Joe Boakai ain't going to get a single invitation to go to that country as a guest of the United States government. Visa restriction coming for you that want to go visit America. If they don't do in 60 days what the Donald Trump government have said to them, they will be done. Visa restricted. Think about that. So these people are not doing anything to elevate your life. Nothing they're doing to help you. From the resources that God gave us, Liberians. Okay? Let me stop here, my people. So, everything immigration, visa, income tax, life insurance, just inbox me. My numbers are public. I got 3 numbers. They're all running spontaneously, okay? Number 1. All the 3 numbers are on WhatsApp. Just take it the way I gave it, okay? +1 267 648 012. +1 267 648 012. +1 701 330 4690. +1 701 330 4693. +231 776 232892. +231 776 232892. Those are the telephone numbers for Kangomas Multi-Services Consulting, affordable, family-based immigration, visa, income tax, life insurance, plus more. That's the paperwork we do for people. And the profit we get out of that, we get small foundation here in Liberia, helping small children to go to school. From kindergarten to sixth grade. Okay? That's our part of contribution, giving back to our country. Okay? That's what we can do. So don't ask me what am I doing here, even by me coming here to construct a home here, to come here so that I can go to a hotel. It's a contribution by itself. Okay? It is a contribution by itself. And there are so many of you now waiting to do what I'm doing. So shut up. Okay? Shut up. You do nothing for Liberia. Okay? The people say in Liberia, you put your mouth where you put your money. I spend my family money to campaign for Joe Boakai. Give it to John Morrow. Came here and did it for Unity Party people. Don't tell me anything. So that we could use Joe Boakai, his experience, his age. Okay? To change the ugly corner of this country for the young people of this country, for majority of Liberians to grow in a better environment. He lied to us as old as he is. You want to listen to that? Don't come here. I did. And people here following me. That's why my followers are organic. They are loyal. Because I'm consistent. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that. I'm consistent. You do wrong, I say. You do good, I say it. And that's the way life should be. Yeah. And that's why we that help to dress this devil, we're not undressing the devil outside, but we're telling the devil the promises that we all agree to go south, you are going north. Move from there. We need to continue with south, because south will make this country better, for example. Now, the train is about to derail because the conductor is in disarray, fall to sleep. So the train is about to derail. And when the train derail, you know what that means. Arrest is no more arrest. Rescue is no more rescue. It's rascal. Okay, asset retrieval there. People stole real state resources in this country. 1 year, 6 months, asset retrieval. Show me one thing they have retrieved. Show me one government assets that they have retrieved. But everything is political. And why you mix political sentiment with legality? You miss it. And those of us that get small idea of the law, criminal law or criminal litigation is tough. Because the law says the state must be able to prove beyond all reasonable doubt. That's what the law says. To convict the accused. I know your government manipulated, but even in the midst of manipulation, 100 million, over 100 million worth of goods. I mean, not goods, but worth of drugs. We saw those people walk away from the court, right? Because the state did not prove the case, prove the allegation. All the political investigation, public money carry on. Don't be surprised for all the people to be free. Don't be surprised. That capital building money, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm not too far from it, okay? I'm still reading, okay? It is not easy to indict and successfully convict the former speaker. It's not easy. Because to be able to prove that case beyond all reasonable doubt, you really got to have prima facie, empirical, and pictorial evidence in court. And they still have to do that. All defense guys will say, our client do it. And they stick to that. And they don't need to prove anything. You accuse them, you the government, you must prove it. That's the way the criminal litigation works. That's the way it works. This is not civil, it's criminal. So we're not saying don't arrest them. You can arrest them. But make sure your police people, your Minister of Justice, they done better work. Because if they do better work, Joe Boakai will bring more embarrassment to us. Like I said, it's now embarrassment number 2. National embarrassment number 2. Joe, we are national embarrassment number 1. And that's why we're moving. We voted against it. We brought in Joe Boakai to restore the hope of this country. To restore dignity. To restore sanity. And overall, to stop the bleeding and bring this country back to normalcy by creating employment opportunities and other opportunities for majority of Liberians. He's not doing that though. He got involved into fictitious reburial of murder, murder. I say 1 billion times. Samuel Kayando was a national murder. Okay, I say with no fear and favor because I read political science. Thomas Hobbes in his thesis. Some of you don't know this. Let me tell you something. You know the reason the institution called government came about? Those modern political scientists that talk about it, like Thomas Hobbes, he said in one of his theses, right? The society was nasty, or the society is nasty. Because I'm not going to use words. The society is still nasty. Everywhere we live, including the great United States. The society is nasty. And because the society is nasty, social scientists decided to set up a neutral body that happened to be government. And the primary responsibility of any government across the globe, especially democratic countries, including some other military countries, okay? Countries that are led by soldiers, okay? To provide protection for the citizen, especially for the weak. Thomas Hobbes said, once the institution of government is established, that will serve as a neutral body between the weak and the strong. But the history we got in this country over time, that very government that's supposed to provide protection for us and create the necessary livelihoods for us through necessary opportunities for us, the people, that government have betrayed us over time, and the government continue to betray us today under the watch of 80 years of puppet. And that's the ridiculous aspect of it. The government that's supposed to protect the people of this country, that government become a murderer government over time. That's why we saw Judge Weir time. They slaughtered their own auditors. Joe Boakai is not talking anything about that. To say we want to know what happened. No. They go to take dust, empty dust, mud, and put plastic on it and put it in the casket and put a brown flag on it. Say that Samuel Dobari inside it. You see the Margaret? I would say just like that. It's nonsense. Not only nonsense, but sheer nonsense and sheer stupidity on the part of the government. The Joseph Boakai government. It's a sheer stupidity for anybody to do that. What we're going to get out of that? If you want true reconciliation, prosecute people for their wrongdoing. Why are you doing that? Provide the necessary social basic services for Liberians. In addition to that, provide employment opportunities for us. When you do those, the country will be reconciled. In addition to that, you, Joe Boakai, your government officials, you all try to be fair. We say we must be equal. No part of the world people are equal. Be fair. The salary and benefits you're giving your government official, it is wachiko. There is no mathematical formula to compare the gap between officials and government and civil servant. Somebody taking $125 for the case of police, and another government official is taking $15,000. Think about that. US dollar. That's how you get peace? There are pieces. Huh? So my people, you're listening to Takunji, right? He's the author of the Latos. And it is still the Latos, and it's still lying to us. Including Joe Boakai. It is your old puppet. So I want to say, I'm not going to respond to everybody. I don't have the luxury of time. So I just want to say thank you plenty for coming. Just share the show. Just share it with everybody in your contact. Okay? I started with internet hard time. I came in my dining room. Little bit all right. So that's it. Before I go, let me say this plenty thank you again to my nephew, Mr. Yang. Mr. Yang brought this wonderful gift for me today. Mr. Yang, in this public manner, I said it from the beginning of the show, but it was a little bit fluctuating, the internet. So I want to say it again to you that I really appreciate the gift. This is really fabulous. I want to say thank you plenty for your generosity. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. And I want it to go to red light, to go to the ATM, UBA ATM, to go to some money from America, from a debit card. That's all I did today. Okay? Because in LIB, I'm not making money by spending money. Okay? But it is all right. Go first. Once I get good health, with small kini opportunity that American society have offered me, I will come here. I will give back to Liberia. In addition to that, I met with political science department the other time. They are giving me green light that when I come next time, we will talk. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to talk about. We will talk. So some of these political conversations can go in the academic classroom. I did it before. With the late chair of Department of Political Science, University of Liberia. May so rest in peace, Professor Tommy Sharma. We want to resume it. Some of these hard truths will be told to our new students. Academic environment. They will go and do deeper check and see whether we're saying the truth. Those things that I just mentioned will be the recipe for genuine reconciliation. Okay? Not carry on so-called befitting burial of a murderer. Somebody that murdered the Liberian people in this country. No, come on. It's not an opinion, Deborah. This is not an opinion. This is truth. Samia Kando is a murderer. What's a murderer? And you know that's the truth. He said it and he did it. You listen to Prince Johnson? Maybe you don't listen to him. You listen to Samia Do? He's on Facebook, on YouTube. Go there. Just go on YouTube or even on Google and just Google search Samia Do. You'll see majority of the speeches against Liberians because they came from Nemba County. You want to hear? Yes, sorry. I think let me stop it before I recap myself. All right, so thank you plenty for coming. I appreciate everybody, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, the American people, I want to say thank you plenty for the generosity. that you, American society, through the American government, have accorded citizens across the globe to live in America, to go to family, and to go to work. We appreciate you so well. And finally, we are grateful to our Creator for everything, including good health and opportunities that He has given us that our fellow Liberians here in Liberia do not have it. God, we tell you thank you every day, but this one is so special. Tonight, that everything you're doing for us, we appreciate. And we are asking you, God, in your own wisdom, to provide us protection, guidance, good health, and prosperity. I'm sounding like a pastor, right? I'm not, but I swear. That's my corner right there. I see you. When I see you, another time, listen to Takun J, the latter of Joe Boakai, your ticket, and Benke. National embarrassment number 2. Joe Boakai. Okay? So thank you.